Welcome to Grok Talks, where raw ideas become real conversations. Thanks for showing up. I caught myself doing it again this morning. Phone out, thumbs already framing the shot, trying to trap the way the early light turned the kitchen table gold for maybe 4 seconds. By the time the shutter clicked, the gold was ordinary again. Just wood, just me. That whole frantic scramble felt like grabbing at smoke, and I sat there thinking how often I treat the best parts of a day like rare coins I'm terrified of spending. Like dew on a leaf at first light. You see it, perfect, rounded, catching fire for a breath, and the second you reach, the sun has already claimed it. That dew is the whole point, not the photograph of the dew, not the careful story you tell later about how beautiful the dew once was. The dew itself, here and gone. I used to fight that vanishing with everything I had. Journals, screenshots, voice memos whispered into the dark at 2 in the morning so I wouldn't lose the shape of a conversation. It felt responsible, almost loving. Keep the evidence, build a museum of yourself. But the more I saved, the flatter everything became. The laugh got labeled, the kiss got a timestamp. The quiet understanding across a table turned into a post I polished for strangers. I was so busy curating the moment that I stopped living inside it. Emily Dickinson knew the cost of that. Picture her at her Amherst window, pen ready, when a hummingbird streaks past in a green blur. She doesn't try to net it, she just writes the flash, a root of evanescence with a revolving wheel, a resonance of emerald, a rush of cochineal. The bird is already elsewhere by the last word. She doesn't mourn the leaving. She lets the leaving be the poem. That rush of color is enough precisely because it will not stay for a second sitting. The evanescence is the gift, not the defect. I keep circling that idea because it stings a little. What if the best moments refuse to be owned on purpose? Try this with me. Suppose tomorrow we invent the freeze button. One press and any chosen second locks forever. Perfect temperature, perfect light, perfect heartbeat. You freeze the first time your kid says your name right. You freeze the night the idea finally clicked and the whole room felt electric. You freeze the ordinary Tuesday when someone looked at you like you were still surprising. First hour, pure bliss. You loop it, you live inside the peak. You feel clever for having cheated time. Week 2, the edges start to itch. You notice the tiny crease in the smile you never saw before, the way the light is a shade too warm, the silence where the next sentence should have been. Month 3, the rest of the world has kept moving. People age, seasons turn. Conversations you once shared no longer match the frozen version of you. You become a tourist in your own perfect past, and the hunger for new moments dies because why risk the imperfect when the museum is climate controlled? By year 5, the button is a kind of death. You have infinite golden seconds and 0 real ones left. That surprised me when I walked it all the way out. I thought permanence would feel like victory. It feels like a beautiful tomb. It feels like a beautiful tomb. Now zoom all the way out until the kitchen table disappears. Our sun will burn for another 5 billion years and still count as a brief flare in the life of the galaxy. Light we see tonight from certain stars left home before Earth had oceans. 10,000 generations of ancestors, people who loved hard, who argued over the same small things we do, who laughed until they cried, left nothing but recycled carbon and stories that thinned into legend. Every empire, every first kiss under a different sky, every quiet triumph, all of it already dust against the black. Everything is temporary at a long enough scale. Then snap back in, right now, one person at a kitchen table, breath held for half a second while steam curls off a mug and the light does that gold thing again. The vertigo between those two scales is where the real permission lives. Our moments matter more because the cosmos will not remember them, not less. When the good thing arrives, put the phone face down. Don't start composing the anecdote while it's still happening. Don't stretch the night by talking about how perfect the night is. Just stay. When the laugh ends, let it end. When the afternoon softens into ordinary evening, don't try to haul it back with more wine or more stories. The leaving is part of the shape. You might have noticed I kept saying fugacious, Fugacious. It means fleeting as dew on a leaf, gone the moment you reach for it. That's the whole invitation. Stop reaching so hard. The moments that won't stay are the ones that teach you how to be fully here while they still are. Same time next time.